Ayo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy MK. Welcome back to the channel. If it's the first time seeing my face, make sure you smack that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video, turn your post notification because your boy goes live. Let's start post notifications. So today I got for you guys a different kind of video. I ain't seen no one do nothing like this just yet. So, quote me if I'm wrong, but this is what I've learned from playing, or what I have learned from gaining 100 wins within Warzone. So I've recently just hit this. The gameplay that you're guys going to see is my 99th win, because I just thought it was better to show off. So we're currently on 103 wins right there, as you guys can see. Let me just enlarge my face after I do show this. So we are currently on 103 wins. I just showed you guys there. So this gameplay is mainly going to consist of what I do. I'll break it down, but what I'm going to first do for you guys is my top 67 tips for you guys to improve in Rebirth. Let me show you guys the loadouts that I have used in this video before I do move on to what do I say? Before I move on to the actual gameplay footage of me playing. So the guns that I'm using is this. Feel free to screenshot it. Let me switch the scene. Right there. This has no stock, so this is the ground that I'm using. The MP5 I'm using is right here, and the stock that I'm using is the F-Tech collapsible. If you guys want to just take a screenshot of that, remember the stock. That is the gun that I'm using. This is the gun I'm using in this gameplay. So other than that, I'm going to just switch over. I'm going to do a voiceover for the gameplay, so make sure you guys watch throughout the whole gameplay. We'll drop 19 kills and we get the W at the end. We play with Meat Patrol. He will start streaming recently as well. His link will be in the description. And we're playing with him. Let me just switch over to the gameplay. Make sure you guys do subscribe, like the video, post notifications. Peace out. It's been your boy MK. Alright, so now we're in the voiceover. This is the first time doing a voiceover, so let me know how you guys feel about this voiceover. If you guys want more videos like this, and bear in mind, if you guys do want me to break down these 6 or 7 tips down into more specific videos showing exactly how you can improve, go more in depth on it, just let me know in the comment section below. I'll do that for you guys gladly. So let's just hop into it. So this is the gameplay. We're rocking the 99th win, as you guys know. So let's hop straight into the tips. So I'm not too sure what I'm doing. This is me live streaming, by the way, so make sure you guys do subscribe and tune into the live streams. So as you guys see, the match is starting. To be honest, a little side tip before we get into the main tips: warm up, 100% warm up. If you got Modern Warfare, you need to go warm up. Use the bots to warm up. If you guys don't know how to do that, I'll literally make a whole separate video on how to warm up and why it is important to warm up. But as you guys can see, the game is loading up now. We are currently in the plane. We are gonna go, and the first tip we are gonna hop in with: you need to pick a hotspot, a place where a lot of people do be landing. So like, the best example I can give you is prison. There's always gonna be people at prison, because it's center zone. Ideally you want to land in prison, but if you're just a beginner and you're starting off, you want to choose a little spot like headquarters or control center, because sometimes they'll be overpopulated, but sometimes there'll be like enough people for you to actually have a chance to fight. So you want to pick a hot spot. As you guys see in this gameplay, we chose to go to prison. I don't really go to prison, but this is the first time this is like the first couple times we actually decided to seriously go to prison. So as you guys see, as soon as I land, I pick up my plates. The thing you want to do is focus on getting a gun straight away, because you have a better chance of surviving your landing, basically. So the reason you want to land in a hot spot, which is tip number 2, you want to get into more engagements, more gunfights. This is because if you're camping, you're getting into less gunfights. If you get into less gunfights, you're not used to fighting, so you're just going to be caught off guard more. Whereas the more fighting you do, the more times you get killed, the more times you come back to life, and the more times you actually try to kill someone, the faster you'll improve. The gap in between a player that goes through more engagement and a person that camps is going to be insane, because simply because they challenge you more, they're learning how to actually fight. And through this, the many times you get killed from a spot where you don't know where a person come from, you will learn jump shots inside this place. For example, I like to land in control center. I like to believe I know control center inside out, but the thing is, regardless of how much you land somewhere, you don't really know the whole thing, because someone just knows some sort of jump shot that you don't. But eventually you will learn all of them, simply from being killed by it. Just watch your replays, see how they got to you. You want to learn your jump spots, because if you learn the jump spots, you can catch opponents off guard. So that is the tip number 3 right there. Jump spots inside out, catch them off guard. And for the fourth tip, this is thanks to Raheem. Shout out to Raheem. He recommended for me to try out the ground and MP5, and that made me realize, as a lower skilled player, as a gun skilled player, let's just say, when you're first starting off, it's very tempting to just use the meta weapons that you see all these YouTubers, pro streamers using. Like for example, like the STG, the MP40, the own gun is like meta right now. But trust me on this one, stick to your low recoil weapons. Your low recoil weapons, like the loader I use in this gameplay is the Grau and the MP5. You guys will see just how accurate these weapons are. The reason you want to stick to a low recoil weapon like these is simply because the less recoil you have, the more shots you will land. So therefore your TTK is kind of maximized. Whereas if you're using the meta weapons, you're more likely to miss a couple shots, and the TTK that you can actually achieve with the meta weapon is just thrown out the window. So you have more chance of killing the person using a more accurate weapon. Your TTK will be like maximized to that weapon. Like for example, the Grau, you're more likely to reach your maximum potential on the Grau TTK than let's say the STG, because you're more accurate with the Grau. So that's it. Use lower recoil weapons. My ideal suggestion would be MP5 and Grau. You guys can try out the Cooper carbine. That's perfect as well. The MP4 is alright, but I feel like the MP5 has less recoil. And another honourable mention I would say is LMGs, but no, you don't use LMG. Forget honourable mentions. Just stick to the Grau, Cooper carbine. They're easy to control. Very easy to control. So that is the 4th tip right there. And for the 5th tip, you want to work on your movement and your in-game mechanics. So this is referring to like your slide cancelling, your bunny hopping, and your drop shotting. By doing this, you're able to catch your opponent more off guard. The more able you are to catch them off guard, the easier it is to kill them because they can't trace you. Slide cancelling is pretty simple. It's probably the first mechanic you will master. Bunny hopping is a little bit more advanced. Drop shotting is pretty simple, but for some reason I struggle with drop shotting more than bunny hopping. My bunny hopping isn't top there, but like we're working on it. It's still a work in progress, but you 100% want to work on these mechanics. If you guys want me to make a video on these mechanics like slide cancelling or anything of that sort, just drop it down in the comment section below. I'll gladly do that for you guys, as I do. And then sensitivity. If you're playing on console, all I'm saying is you have to learn to rise your sensitivity. This might just be a biased perspective, but personally, when I started playing around like 1010, and now I'm playing maximum 2020. I just feel it makes it easier because you can check your corners easier. It's just you have to adapt to the disadvantage of having lower FOV. So that's why I'm saying if you use higher sensitivity, I can show you guys the difference. And then the 6th tip: don't camp. You see professional players, you see how they play. They do not sit in one building and just wait. You have to stay moving constantly. The only exceptions are as following: when you're in the end circle, when you're holding a position, yeah, you want to stay there and hold off a team. If they're the only team left, there's no need for you to move. There's no need for you to constantly move. Just stay, play your power position. And then another reason, if you want to stay still, you're plating up. You just got into a gunfight and you're plating up. You'll see me do this plenty of times during this game, where I just run off, kill someone, play up, and I re-engage. Because you don't want to be challenging people when you know you got placed. It's just putting yourself at a disadvantage. And then last but not least, if you're waiting for your teammates to resurge, don't be around just going and challenging people unless you're 100% sure that you will wipe them. Most of the time, if it's about two players, you can manage if you are above average. But if it's like 3 players, I'm not going to lie, you're going to need to get quite lucky. So those are the only exceptions to not moving constantly. And last tip that I have for you guys before I do go into breaking down this gameplay is positioning and avoid ego challenging. So for example, if I know there's a team in control center and there's 4 players there and I got a team of 4, I'm not going to challenge that control center team by myself. Like, they're going to have 4 lines of sight against me and it'll just be 1 line of sight against them. If you're going to challenge it, you have to challenge it with your teammates. At least 2 of you preferably, so you guys have 2 different lines of sight, but the more the better. So yeah, that is it. And if you've got like a lower position, let's say you're pushing living quarters, you want to play your positioning right, and especially for circles you want to play your positioning right to a point where you can catch teams that are rotating late. But it's a bit fast paced, it's a bit advanced, but the more you play the game, the more reps you get in, the faster you'll improve. So that is it. So let's just jump into the gameplay. So current good communication. So I know roughly where I'm looking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a different line of sight. I'm going to jump up 2nd floor. They can't expect me up here. I can hear the person below me, and I can hear my teammates shooting someone down here. So I jump down here, and he's already dead. I managed to catch this guy running to the side. He's the only one left, and I decided to just kind of just chase him down and just gun him down. He's kind of fast, I can't lie. Nearly got away, but we managed to finish him off. So currently we're sitting at 10 kills. We are at the edge of zone. Zone's not too far away. We are in prison, and we know that there is a team on top of prison, because you guys will see that. Just how I managed to peek them and find out. I tried to rush to control centers here, but I started getting beamed, so I jumped straight back inside. I told Raheem, we are not going that way, because if you jump out, you will get beamed. So currently, we still have a couple of seconds left, so I'm going to go scout the top. You always want to pre-aim your corners, or like keep your crosshairs where there's likely a player to be. So right now, I just peeked the door to see that there's one player there, and I see that there's another one there, and the whole team up there. So right now I'm thinking, I'm not going to ego this. I can't ego this, because I can maybe down 2 of them, but the last one will get me simply because I've run out of ammo or something along those lines. And then all of a sudden the doors open up. I hide behind the door. He did not see me. I know I can get the finish on this guy. So I quickly lasered him. Missed my throwing knife. Don't know how I missed that. I finished him off. I could hear the teammates running behind me. So I just run straight back down. I'm not egoing this. I ain't got no plates. But we had to reload, reposition. And now we're back to a fight again. I peeked that to make sure they're not waiting there. I asked my teammates some plates. Luckily we managed to grab a couple plates here, I believe. So we grab a couple plates, plate up. You see the muni box. I haven't got any stims, so I'm gonna quickly just drop the munitions box down to get some stims. This way I can get away from a sticky situation if they're both camping up there. So I know there's 2 people up here, so I'm peeking it, make sure that I'm pre-aimed just in case they do pop out the corner. So it figures out that no one's here, so I'm not too sure where they went, but I figure the gas is coming in. I've got a gas mask, so I can make a gas play. As you see, I quickly just use this little jump spot because I know there's a team up here. I see a guy up here. I quickly prone, you know, it's more accurate when you're like crouched or prone. So we get down there, my gas mask comes into play. I can see that he still had a teammate there, so I jump down here and I know there's a team to the left. I look to the left and there's a whole load of teams coming out right now. So there's just easy lasers. We get about 2 downs here, and then Raheem finished off the last one, and we're getting lasered from control center. So I keep that in mind. Ask my team for some plates, but it doesn't seem like he heard me. So I'm currently just seeing if there's anyone else dropping off. And there is, so we quickly get the finish on that one. And now I have to make a stim play to get some plates, because I know there's a team there and I have to move in a way they can't exactly laser me. So I quickly get up, stim, slide across, grab a couple plates. They didn't really have a lot. It's a bit unfortunate, but we managed to get a couple more plates in, so that's perfect. So what I noticed now is I've got a cluster strike and there's a team on top of control. They're not going to let me rotate, so what I have to do is I challenge control center, and I noticed that there's a guy just sitting on top of the tower, so it's just an easy laser here. Quickly mounted, quickly lasered him, see if anyone else is actually sticking around the top to challenge us. And then I use this as an opportunity to move in. I'm moving to a tent, still keeping an eye on control center here, just in case they do try to laser. And this guy starts lasering me, he gets absolutely beamed, destroyed. This is what I'm talking about, low recoil. You're getting maximized TTK, like that guy got melted, upper torso, headshot, he got destroyed. So I'm over here hunting for plates, sticking around my teammates. My teammate, Meat Patel, seems to be a thief. He finesses all the plates, but he refunds me some, reimburses me. So we're back to full plates. We know there's a team still at control center. I'm going to slide around, see if I can get any more plates, get any more information. We get lucky here with the armor satchel. We quickly grab the refill. And Raheem starts getting shot, so we're going to pre-aim this with the ground because we know his rough location. We're pre-aimed, so he does not stand a chance. He gets melted. So that's him. Going again. Low recoil is perfect. Like, you guys don't underestimate using a low recoil weapon. You will land more shots and you will kill a lot easier. So I quickly just go loot this body. Notice the guys at turrets. So look, notice what I do here. As soon as I see him, we mount. We want that perfect accuracy. Like, we want to make sure that he's dead. So he was our most wanted contract. This comes into play perfectly. I tell my teammates if they have a cluster strike, cluster that because he will be finished, just in case of the self-res. So I'm over here plating up. We know that the team is on control center. We get lucky with actually zone. We did not. Zone is actually their play. So it would have been wiser for them to hold control center if they had a gas play or something like that. But we noticed that there's literally one inside this tent, one over there. So my teammates wipe him out. This guy jumps off the tent, and this is the last kill. Pretty quick, easy laser. Quick, couple little jumps there to make sure he doesn't finish me before I finish him. And that's a GG's. Easy 19 kill gameplay right there. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and it's been your boy MK. Peace out.